Now, you may think it goes without saying that to work with smart machines, you've got to be smart, 21st century style. But most companies simply don't get it. You need a different kind of employee. You need a different mindset as an employer. Joining me today, we have Erica Vellini, US Human Capital Leader for Deloitte Consulting, whose job is to make that happen for you. I'm David Foster. Welcome to The Business Debate. Erica, great to have you with us. Your research, Deloitte's research, has shown that it's only 1 in 10 companies that's ready for now, effectively. That's shocking to me. What's going on here?
It is surprising, but I think it boils down to two main things. One is the scope of how we're defining what is called the future of work. I think a lot of companies think about the future of work and go, I'm just going to throw some robots at my processes and I'm going to gain some efficiency. And when you think about that, that's been happening for many decades. We see it in the ATMs at the banks when they replace the retail workers. We see it when we check in to the airlines. We see it when we pump gas. But the future of work is so much more than that. You've got
to be smart to catch up, haven't you, these days?
Exactly. You have to have a totally different mindset. You need to be able to take a step back and completely reimagine the way you're going to do work moving forward. Does that work need to exist? Does it need to be done by people? Could it be done by machines? How are people and machines going to work together in an augmented way? These are all new questions that organizations need to address.
And you've got to convince people that this is what they should do. How do you go about that?
The velocity of change that's happening is doing some of that push for us. There's new technology coming in, feels like every second of every day, and the individuals are demanding something different. When we look at Generation Z or the digital generation, they have a whole different set of expectations. They want a digital experience from day one. They want to know that they're continuously learning, and they want to know their company and their organization is focused on doing the same exact thing. They're coming into a world where they know their career life could be 50, 60 years long, and yet they know most corporations only last 15 years. So they know they're going to have to bounce from company to company, career to career. So they're saying, don't get me prepared for the next 5 years in this company, get me prepared for the next 60 years. Give me the agility to navigate this future of work.
The fun of this, and also the difficulty of this for a company such as yours, which is so vast, is that you're not just dealing with companies within one state in America or all of the states in America. You are talking about companies worldwide, and culture changes wherever you go. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, it's interesting. Even though there are so many cultural changes, organizations around the world in every country are dealing with this issue. But I think it leads way to the inclusion conversation, which is front of mind for most CEOs right now, which is you need to have diverse perspectives. You can't approach every idea the same way in the same standard way you have done before. You need diversity of thought. You need to challenge the status quo, and you need to rethink the way things are getting done. And by the way, you need to do that consistently, because one thing we know is technology changes are only going to continue to accelerate.
You see, employers can't tell employees how to be. They have to watch how employees as people are and then bring those practices back into their business.
Absolutely. The employees are having a greater impact on the organization than they ever have before. They have a more powerful voice. They're able to express their concerns and their feelings on social media, and they alone can impact not only a company's employment brand, but their consumer brand as well. And organizations need to pay closer attention to what's going on a more regular basis.
Well, when you found out it was only 1 in 10 that's set up for this, I wonder if you were surprised, and if you were, what you can do about it, what you are doing about it.
I don't know that I'm surprised, but I think it goes back to education. I think it's about reframing the issue. When we make this just about automation and about creating process efficiency, we're missing the point. So when we help organizations think about it, we tell them to think about the what, the who, and the where. What work will be done in the future, and how will it be done? Who will be doing that work? Is it humans? Is it bots? Is it full-time employees? Is it part-time employees? And where will it get done? Does it all have to be in person like we are today? Can we use
Let's
more?
hope some of it is.
It will help with the cultural aspect for sure.
Well, look, many thanks. I found it fascinating. I hope you've enjoyed coming to the London Stock Exchange studios. Erica Vellini, glad to have had you on The Business Debate.
Thanks for having me here.